Good day, St. Martin. I'm Jasenia Lassero.
And I'm Alston Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
Before we get into our weekend, let's dive into today's headlines. On September 2nd, a video went viral featuring an incident between a St. Martin taxi driver and tourist. The driver, struggling to communicate in English due to her heavy Haitian accent, was unable to find the tourist drop-off location. Frustrated, the visitors repeatedly asked to be taken back to the airport. When communication broke down, the tourist called the police, who escorted them back to the airport. Minister of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport and Telecommunications, Yacht, Grisha Heilige-Martin, was made aware of the incident and ordered an investigation. As a result, the driver has been suspended for 30 days, during which she must complete training to improve her customer skills and communication skills. The minister also personally apologized to the visitors in writing, inviting them to return to the island with all expenses covered by the ministry. Heilige-Martin emphasized the need for improved public transportation services, noting that there is currently no law allowing the revocation of taxi licenses. Those steps are being taken to introduce such measures. The ministry is also working to implement standardized training for all taxi drivers, focusing on areas such as customer service, local culture and geography, first aid and communication. This training aims to enhance the experience for visitors and protect the island's vital tourism industry. Additionally, the ministry's Inspectorate of Economic and Transport Affairs, IETA, known as ETA, is exploring the use of digital systems to modernize the transportation sector, similar to those used in Aruba, to help with compliance and improve customer service. Further details are expected as discussions with transport operators and hospitality stakeholders continue.
On September 11th, St. Martin Police Force KPSM detectives arrested two suspects, both identified as DSQ, in connection with a May 12th shooting incident in Sultry Ward. The arrest took place at the suspect's residence around 3 p.m., with police seizing several items relevant to the investigation during a subsequent search. The suspects are currently in the police custody as Major Crime Teams continues its investigations. KPSM is urging the public to come forward with any information that could assist in resolving this case. The community can provide tips by contacting KPSM or using the anonymous tip line at 9300. The St. Martin Police express appreciation for the public's support and cooperation in this ongoing investigation.
GEBE has launched a forward-thinking initiative to secure the future of St. Martin's energy sector by partnering with NEPA to train local talent. 6 NEPA students with electrical backgrounds have been selected for hands-on training at GEBE's containerized plant, preparing them to manage the island's upcoming 20 megawatts power facility, which is set to bolster St. Martin's energy capacity. Temporary GEBE manager Troy Washington highlighted the critical need for local technicians, noting the partnership with NEPA will ensure these students are equipped to manage the island's power infrastructure. The training will begin at the 10 megawatt mini plant before moving to the new 20 megawatt facility expected in October. The program not only addresses energy demands but also offers students career growth opportunities within the energy sector. GEBE is dedicated to improving the island's power reliability while empowering the next generation of skilled professionals to maintain it. The new power plant is anticipated to improve energy stability, benefiting residents and businesses alike, and driving economic growth. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across other social media platforms.
I'm Jasenia Lassero, wishing you a wonderful week.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Henry Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV15.
Thank you, TV15. Make sure to tune in.
Make sure to tune in to the Late Night.
And sit, sip, and chat.
Late Night.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
A 64-year-old man, FFRC, has been acquitted for sexual assault charges after being accused for groping 2 women who visited his health store in Cold Bay for wellness checks between August 2023 and April 2024. The women alleged that during exams using a Cyto-hand cradle machine, C touched their breasts and buttocks. One woman claimed C made inappropriate comments, asking about her sexual partners and if she needed a sugar daddy. C denied these allegations, asserting that any contact such as touching a shoulder or lower back was part of a routine examination procedure. The prosecutor argued for 180-hour community service sentence, citing the similar nature of both women's accounts despite the fact that they did not know each other. However, C's defense lawyer, Safira Ibrahim, pointed out that one woman had family members present during the examination, none of whom reported seeing any inappropriate behavior. The court found discrepancies between the 2 women testimonies, such as one woman being asked inappropriate questions while the other, who had family present, was not. These inconsistencies, combined with the lack of supporting evidence, led the judge to acquit C entirely. The prosecution has 2 weeks to appeal this decision. If appealed, the case will be retried by a panel of 3 judges.
On September 10th, the Parliament of St. Martin inaugurated the new parliamentary year 2024-2025 with a solemn plenary session led by His Excellency Governor Jamu Bailey. Following the session, a traditional military parade took place in Phillipsburg with Group 7 students attending the event and meeting dignitaries. During a reception hosted by the Honorable President of Parliament, Sarah Westcott Williams, at Dutch Blonde Peach Bar, local farmers were honored for their contributions to sustainable agriculture. 6 pioneers were recognized under the theme Uncovering and Supporting Agriculture and Sustainable Agricultural Practices. These included Mr. Jocelyn Richardson for his dedication to producing nutrient-rich food while protecting the environment. Roland Joe Ras Bushman for his work in promoting natural, unprocessed food and connecting farming with culture since 1985. Arrowroot Farm for their organic and sustainable farming practices, supplying local businesses and promoting agricultural awareness. Shola Blessings for their commitment to organic farming post-Hurricane Irma and promoting sustainability. No Kidding with Our Kids Foundation for their Nature Nurtures program, teaching children sustainable farming techniques like aquaponics and hydroponics. Can't forget St. Martin Farmers Cooperative, SMFC, for their collaborative efforts to produce and distribute high-quality local produce, supporting the island's agricultural sector. The Parliament of St. Martin used this opportunity to encourage more community involvement in agriculture as a viable alternative food source, and thanked all stakeholders for their contributions to a successful opening ceremony. reception for the new parliamentary year, Isaiah Peterson was honored with the President of Parliament Award. This award, presented by Honorable President of Parliament Sarah Westcott Williams, recognizes youth who demonstrate exemplary leadership, community service, and academic achievement. Peterson was acknowledged for his leadership in projects supporting foster children and his work with the St. Martin Lions Club Eyesight Initiatives. As former president of the St. Martin Leo Club, he led the Tis the Season Christmas Project and took part in the National Youth Pitch 2022, where his team presented Upcycle, a business concept focused on transforming plastic waste into reusable materials. Isaiah also captained the St. Martin National Debate Team in the 2024 Leeward Island Debate Competition and has been actively promoting debate clubs among his peers. Beyond his community involvement, he is also a dedicated swimmer. Peterson accepted the award with gratitude, accompanied by his proud parents and Miss Latine Clark, president of the St. Martin Lions Club, who nominated him. Parliament encourages St. Martin's youth to follow Peterson's example in leadership and community engagement.
The police force of St. Martin, KPSM, proudly announces that officers A. Gomez, W. Amarejo, and V. Mamboth have completed their police duty officer OVDP certification training held in Aruba from July 22nd to August 9th, 2024. The course focused on enhancing crisis management skills and coordinating police responses during critical incidents. As OVDPs, these officers will play a crucial role in leading operations during emergencies such as major accidents, violent crimes, or large-scale events. The training emphasized the importance of collaboration with other emergency services, including fire and medical services duty officers, to ensure a cohesive response during complex crises. KPSM believes that the skills gained will greatly enhance their ability to manage incidents and ensure public safety. The force extends its appreciation to all participants for their dedication and commitment, including those who could not complete the course.
A surface trough will cause cloudiness, showers, and thunderstorms across the region. Residents and users of areas prone to flooding are advised to exercise caution as some showers are expected to be heavy. Meanwhile, the Atlantic high-pressure ridge will maintain light to moderate winds. Slight seas will persist throughout the upcoming days. Now let's take a look at our tropical weather update by Mr. Brian Shields.
Thank you very much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields, tracking a lot of areas out there, I know, so we'll go system by system and look at this little micro spin or kind of mini spin. This is what I was highlighting a few days ago. You get these sneaky little spin ups, and that brought us some heavier rain. Antigua and Barbuda last night and early this morning, even some thunderstorms may have woken you up in some spots, so we'll get into that. This area that will try to develop north of the Bahamas, another area in the Eastern Pacific, and then we have this as we work our way over toward the coast of Africa. That one looks like it's becoming Gordon. Maybe if you're watching this video, it may have already become Gordon at that point. Still tropical depression 7 right now, but this little area here, that's what I've been watching the last few days, and it did sneak in as expected today into the northeastern Caribbean, and it is helping to bump up our rain chance in spots. I'm not seeing development out of that, but if we ask our friends in certain islands that have been dealing with this, you could get some gusty winds and some thunderstorms with this too. So just kind of clipping us by, watching Anguilla, St. Martin on the edge of Saba, Statia, St. Kitts and Nevis for this. Now these kind of pulse up where you see the brighter colors. That would be taller clouds in that heavier rain. So initially overnight, as what we sometimes see with these systems as they kind of breathe, they flare up a little bit, and then there's been some weakening, and we may see it flare up again as we get into tonight as this area continues to pass off on the edge of St. Kitts and Nevis and up through Anguilla, and then even back toward the British and U.S. Virgin Islands. That could give us a slightly better chance of some showers and storms. Now it is an area, we're watching the models on this, and nothing's really developing this, but I did see it a few days ago, and that's why I wanted to point it out that I'm watching it. This will just continue to trek off toward the west-northwest, not expecting any development with this pocket but know that I am watching it, because sometimes these smaller spins don't follow the rules, if you will, and they do their own thing. So in the short term, today, watching out for some of the extra rain, watching for any sort of spin up out of it, but just the conditions not conducive for further development, but that is bringing us some rain. So that's one area that I'm watching right there. Then you get out here, a couple areas. This tropical wave not organized. This here, that is Tropical Depression 7. I do believe, looking at some of the latest satellite imagery, that it is probably Tropical Storm Gordon at this point. We'll see if they officially name it, but it does look like a tropical storm. But look at this map, and this has been the story of the season so far, or at least the later portion of the season. This dry air in here, you see this orange shading? So as Tropical Depression 7, or soon to be Gordon, moves into that, the dry air is kind of eating at it, which means conditions aren't conducive.
In a special news report brought to you by Real Auto BV, the official Toyota distributor for St. Martin. Real Auto St. Martin has issued an urgent safety recall for Toyota vehicles due to the Takata airbag defect. This recall affects popular models like the RAV4, Yaris, Corolla, and Hilux, manufactured between 2004 and 2013. These defective airbags pose serious risk, including severe injury or death. Toyota owners are urged to visit RealAutoSXM.com or contact Real Auto SXM immediately to schedule a free airbag replacement. Stay safe, act now.
Hi, Mom. How are you? But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. TLM has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about TLM new postpaid plans?
The St. Martin Yacht Club, SMYC, and Kids at Sea celebrate the graduation of 3 local youths from their marine training program. Supported by the R4CR grant, this 3-month course equipped the graduates with essential maritime certifications, including the STCW Diploma, IYT Dinghy Sailing Diploma, 15-meter powerboat certification, and VHF radio operator certificate. The program included both theoretical and hands-on training, complemented by visits to prominent marine companies in St. Martin. These visits provided valuable insights into the industry, covering yacht maintenance, charter operations, and maritime logistics. This initiative, funded by the Government of the Netherlands through the St. Martin Trust Fund and managed by the World Bank, aims to develop local talent and bolster the island's maritime sector. Saskia Revelman of SMYC praised the graduates' hard work and highlighted the importance of investing in local talent for the industry's sustainability. SMYC and Kids at Sea plan to continue their collaboration, fostering local expertise to support the marine industry's future growth. The Foundation Catholic Education inaugurated its training center on September 2nd, marking a significant step in professional development for educators at Catholic schools in St. Martin. The center's first session, Purpose of Catholic Education on St. Martin, was conducted by educator Carmen Bowers-Lake, who detailed the guiding principles and historical context of Catholic education in the region. Following this, a 9-week course on Swaliga history led by Marcella Henry began. This course aims to deepen educators' understanding of St. Martin's cultural heritage, promoting integration of this knowledge into their teaching. Future sessions will cover topics such as artificial intelligence in education, speech development, and workplace wellness. The training center is dedicated to providing ongoing professional development for educators and support staff, enhancing their skills, knowledge, and values to support holistic student development in Catholic schools. The Foundation's commitment to continuous improvement underscores its mission to adapt to evolving educational needs.
GEBE faces severe shipping delays and rising costs due to a recent policy change by Winair, which now limits cargo to 20 kilograms per flight. This new restriction, effective since August 31st, has left hundreds of pounds of cargo stranded in St. Martin, impacting local businesses. Island Communication Services, ICS, and Sabre Educational Services, SES, are struggling with the fallout. ICS reports 600 pounds of cargo waiting to be shipped, while SES also has significant delays. Both companies criticize Winair for poor communication regarding the policy shift, exasperating their logistical challenges. Winair's CEO Hans van der Velde explained that the airline's decision was driven by its need to comply with stricter cargo rules under IOSA certification, which aims to achieve by early 2025, which it aims. This certification process has revealed that Winair's current cargo operations do not meet international standards, leading to the suspension of bulk cargo services. The restriction has led to increased shipping costs, with ICS and SES forced to use more expensive speed mail services. This will likely raise the cost of living in Sabre, already the most expensive island in the Caribbean Netherlands. Both companies highlight the importance of timely deliveries for essential documents and services. Winair acknowledged this issue and apologized for the delay in formal notifications, admitting that informal notifications were insufficient. Winair's efforts to become IOSA certified reflect its ambition to align with global aviation standards, but the current disruptions highlight the challenges of balancing regulatory compliance with operational efficiency. The Dutch naval vessel HNLMS Holland began its patrols in the Caribbean Sea on September 2nd. Just 4 days into its mission, the ship achieved a significant success in countering drug trafficking. On September 6th, the patrol plane Dash 8 from the Coast Guard Caribbean region detected a suspicious go-fast boat near the ABC Islands. HNLMS Holland swiftly responded by deploying rapid interception boats known as Frisks and launched its helicopter, the NH-90, to assist in the operation. The combined team included crew from HNLMS Holland and the U.S. Coast Guard and the Fleet Marine Squadron. Despite repeated warnings to stop, the go-fast boat only halted after targeted shots disabled its engines. The operation resulted in the confiscation of 52 packages containing a total of 210 kilograms of cocaine and 2,110 kilograms of marijuana. The boat had 9 passengers on board. One of the suspects sustained injuries and required medical evacuation, which was carried out by the NH-90 helicopter to Curacao. The remaining suspects and their seized drugs were handed over to the U.S. Coast Guard for further processing. The HNLMS Holland is primarily tasked with counter-drug operations in the region, working closely with the U.S. Coast Guard and the Coast Guard Caribbean region. Successful interception highlights the ongoing efforts and coordination in combating drug trafficking in the Caribbean.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across all social media platforms.
I'm Jaciana Lassiter, wishing you a wonderful week.
Wonderful weekend and stay friendly, St. Martin.